Hello and welcome to what should be a fantastic finish to the Sun Belt football season as we battle for the trophy and crown a champion of the Sun Belt Conference right here today. We've got a really compelling contest here. A team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, a group with a whole lot to prove here today, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, now we'll get our first look at this offense here today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback. Kirk, this guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down here for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
I mean, this is exactly how they wanted to start when it opened up this game, especially on the road. It's a really well-blocked play. Pick up a good chunk of yards. And if you're the offensive line, this is what you've talked about all week in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front. They give their running back plenty of room to pick up those good yards.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now the running back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for his big tight end. If he finds his target, he has the first. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Marshall's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Play action here on first down. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Hurd. Just ran away from the defense. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Offense drops that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The shotgun handoff here. Finding some room at the 25. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. It's a shotgun run call. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down at 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Ranks up at 1st and 10. And now the running back's got it again. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, that last carry, Chris, puts him right at 100 yards for the game. How's he done it? Because he's been patient. He's followed his blocks. He's let everything develop in front of him, and he's busted through for some big gains.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. He'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The punt team making their way on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the offense trots back out on the field again. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Tailback takes the handoff again.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down. Looking to throw the football. He escapes the sack. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Got space, looking to score. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. run here on 3rd and goal.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So it's 1st down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Minuta's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Sun Belt Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this conference. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. We get the second half started with a running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. On the ground, it's Turner. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Brown. Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the punt team now on to kick it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And here's the return. And he's brought down immediately. No fair catch there, but that might have been the smarter play. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hits the running back in the flat. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He'll take a deep shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. The offense really clicking here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Grab down the middle. It's Delgado. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing, and here he is, the big stage in a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Turner. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Brown. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Well, they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, thundering herd. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Offense ready to start this drive. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, what a move. They stop him right at the 24.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. They'll feed the back again. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long, the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Here we go.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Important 2nd down play coming up. The shotgun running play call. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Brown. Snags the quick throw.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle, but first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw yet again. And the pass is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area, expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. So the offense declines the penalty after the big play. And the offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Brought down at the 27-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass caught. Can he get in?
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking downfield, it's Brown. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Special seasons have a way of leading to games like this, and we can now say that the Fun Belt has a champion. We all know seasons like this are hard to put together, but we're going to have to wait and see what the committee decides to do if this championship team gets an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the crew looking to make a strong statement, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So the LSU Tigers offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
That completion makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Catch made, looking for the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. The coverage team brings down the returner. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And in first down, they go right back to him. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's complete downfield. A first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, if you're down early in this game, every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Gain of 14. And that's good enough for first down.
It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The shotgun handoff here. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
And the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Brings up second and goal.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. It's a shotgun run call. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing and clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Of course, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Getting set. Here's second down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
On to kick it away.
See if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Offense on the field to take over. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll get him down that time. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So it's first down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Offense makes their way on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Makes a nice move there. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Running through the tackle. Eludes a tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
First and 10 now for the offense. Here comes a handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights through the tackler. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Brings up second down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Sticking with the running game. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Now the try here for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU...
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all. I think he was just desperate to try to come up with a play, and, man, it did not work out. That is a significant loss for the offense.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. They'll run it here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And there's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
That's an important first down on that running play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Brings up second down.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe you'd see a timeout. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now play number 9 on this drive. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Extra point try coming now. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick completion to the tight end. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point...
And he's going to float this one to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock.
It leads to second down.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Running back with the carry. Picks up 3. Second down coming up.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining.
Timeout by the offense.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to pass here on second down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Took one last shot with no time on the clock, though. This game is over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff. The squad here today looking to put on a show, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the offense out for their first possession. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. And Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today. Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Jukes to get free. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They're going to run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Second down after that previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A quick juke. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Boise State's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The pass rush closing in. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. To the air, it's Nelson. Quick throw over the middle. He fires this throw and is intercepted. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The defense now backed up in their own red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Here's the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out. It's Robinson. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. And the Broncos will crank up the tempo. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down. No huddle now for the offense. And the back gets the football. Nowhere to run up the middle. Important 2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Nelson. Caught quickly. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. Look at him run through those tacklers. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, BSU. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. VADJU is good. They still trail them. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense comes out to start this drive. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. 6th play of the drive coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. A change of direction. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
First snap in the red zone on this drive. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop
is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Second down play coming up. And now the handoff. And he'll be brought down.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. Well, he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump. And the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He finds the running back in the flat. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The Broncos will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Third down, this offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Nelson. He makes the grab. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. And the Broncos will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense back out there trying to get something going. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And that run produces a decent gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. That penalty sets up the offense with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point makes it 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
The Broncos come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Blue 82 Monster Indy. 82 Monster Indy.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. There's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
To the air, it's Nelson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see in the game today.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
And the tailback's got it again. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And here's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
That's another good run for him, but what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down and 10 now. Ball handed off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
First down here for this offense. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third and short, they hand the ball off. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And the running play gets stuffed. They're going to mark him right at the 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kurt? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Robinson. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. To throw, it's Nelson. Lets it fly to the wideout. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
And the Broncos come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to chuck it again. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They get him down after a short return, but an interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? An inside give now from the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Pound 55 weak.
Keeping it on the ground here.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Looking to throw. It's Nelson. Catch made on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. And that is a fitting end today for this offense. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.